Hello, in this video I'm going to be taking a look at the plugins that I have that got Apple Silicon native support in the month of May 2022. So there wasn't that many plugins that got support that rolled out. Still waiting on Slate VSX, Slate Audio SSD5, and the Universal Audio UADX native versions of their plugins still aren't running natively, which is a bummer. But there were a few things and a couple of things that got sort of updated to have better performance and stuff. One of them was SonarWorks Sound ID reference. So now I can calibrate my headphones to work with Sienna, so at least that'll keep me going until VSX has native support. But yeah, you've got your headphone profile, and then you can also create custom targets. So basically you just drag so that it's calibrating the region that you want it to or need it to. I find just calibrating the mids tends to be the best bet with some stuff. It's nice to have a little bit of the high presence still on headphones. But yeah, that's a very welcome update. And another one is BB Audio. So BB Audio updated their plugins to run on Apple Silicon. The only one that I have at the minute is Smooth Operator. And I'll let you listen to what it sounds like on a sort of looping drum part. It's pretty easy to dial in. I find if you hit the solo one, when you hover over the node, you can hear where it's going to cut. And then you can just sort of scan to find the resonance. You can adjust the Q on the sort of resonance peak or the node. So I did a bit of just live recording of drums for a friend of mine and his brother. And I've just been sort of harvesting loops for them that I'm maybe going to use on different pieces of music. Another plugin that has native Apple Silicon support is Plugins Blackbird MoQ, which was their first plugin to launch with Apple Silicon support. So it's another one that's very easy to dial in. Another plugin that just came out that has Apple Silicon support is one called Nano Pulse from United Plugins. And it's a multi-band transient designer. it has an intro price of like 19 euros or something, so very inexpensive. So if you're looking for a decent transient designer, it's definitely worth taking a look at. Another plugin of theirs that came out very recently and has Apple Silicon support is one called Basement. When I load this up, it's going to completely annihilate this loop, but we'll give it a go. So yeah, that one's more designed for bass, but you could certainly use it to do creative stuff with drums. And as far as I can remember, that is about it for Apple Silicon support in May. I'll just scan through here and just see if there was anything that I missed. There were a couple of plugins that came out at the start of May, like Melodyne got support at the start of May, and Vocal Synth for Isotope also got support. Oak Sound Sooth 2 I think came out maybe either the very end of April or the very start of May, and then Sonable as well. Their stuff sort of came out about the end of April, start of May. So yeah, hopefully June will have some more plugins, like the UADX native versions of the UA plugins would be very welcome, and Slate VSX would be extremely welcome, and also Slate Audio SSD5, Trigger 2, basically all of their Slate Audio products would be very handy. Yeah, so that's about it for May, and let's see what happens in June. Cheers.